All right, so the first movement is a real good one, especially for the upper extremities, because especially if we're quarterback, we need that arm to be good and loose, man. We need those upper extremities to be as fluid as possible. And I remember when I was a young boy, like 12, 13, 14, I was like, man, this ain't working nothing, man. What is this? You know, of course, but when you become a man, you put away those childish things and thinking, and there's so much biomechanics that comes within this. It's a sleeper, man. Don't sleep on these, especially if you're a young quarterback. If you want to throw a football for full velocity for 4 quarters plus overtime potential, you want to make sure you have good range of motion in your upper extremities, man, especially your arms. And this is a very short and easy, quick little station that you can kind of easily do, man, to get that fluidity going in the uppers. And of course, we never want to forget about the hammies. And I've already stretched beforehand before I came out. So I'm just kind of going to just bounce you guys through. Still somewhat of a warm-up for any young quarterback or older, anybody that's in the profession. Because everybody's different. I get that. And there's nothing new under the sun. We get that as well. But we still want to be, at least what I like to coach to my young guys, we still want to be intentional anytime you're out on the field, especially with your warm-up movements, man. You never want to sleep on your warm-up. You want to take this shit so serious. So when it's time to go full speed, you're not hesitating or worried about getting injured because you took it serious from the jump. You took it serious from the jump. Here we go. We got a lateral bounce. Then with this, make sure we stand on this white line. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. The grass is kind of thick and tall. Yep. Bring it right back. Now we're switching it, going to the lower extremities, finding that bounce. Because, of course, as a quarterback, if you want to be successful, you got to have that bounce, man. You got to have that bounce. You got to have some fluidity within yourself. We'll go backward, toe walks, get on them tippies, because everything we do is on the tippies. Yep. Taking it back, nothing but the toes. Now we'll go forward. Same thing. Details, small things. Now this is helping to wake up and quickly strengthen those small primary muscles that we need to help out the bigger muscles. We'll go pogos, everything on the toes. Yep, all the way through. I really recommend, if you don't have any experience with the resistance band, especially in this movement and motion, I would definitely watch some guys. I mean, starting with me. Shout out if you are watching. You feel me? But you want to be careful with these because you can easily tweak your shoulder. So understand the mechanics and the control that's needed for this, especially when we're talking about in the shoulders. But I assume if you're already deep into the position, then you should be already highly acquainted with the benefits of a resistance band, especially in your warm-up. And if not, then you're going to learn today. Just notice how I'm keeping my shoulders locked and I'm allowing the range of motions to travel over and back over my head. In control, though. Now we're just going to do the same movement, but we're going to hold it. And we also want to make sure we're walking in a straight line, but keeping them shoulders locked. Warming up the shoulders. That's all we need. All right, here we'll go stationaries. 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, this is a good warm-up movement to really get those shoulders good and fluid and open, to really get everything working like how we need, especially if you're a young quarterback. You older guys, you probably should already be acquainted. And if you're not, then you're gonna learn today. Success for everybody, man, especially in a position. And you're able to be more successful and have more fun when you understand what you're doing and you understand the meaning behind everything that you're doing instead of just getting out there and think you're finna be like Michael Vick. You gotta have some mechanics. You gotta have some get up about yourself, you know? And it starts with your preparation. You should be the most prepared guy on your team, in the vicinity, on the field, wherever you at. When people pull up to the game to practice, they should immediately know who the quarterback is. It's the persona, it's the swag, it's the energy. You see that? Hey, I got that shit on, goddamn. You see it? It gotta be in you, not on you. It can be on you too, but it gotta be in you first. So you definitely gotta have that persona, that swag, that confidence, and most importantly, like I was just reiterating, you gotta take initiative in your preparation, man. You gotta look like something. People gotta know you're the leader. Even if you're 0-8, when people pull up to that ninth game, people still should know who the quarterback is, not by the stats, but by the preparation. You know better, you do better. All right, my last two movements. Again, guys, notice how I'm keeping the shoulders locked, and I'm only allowing the external rotation with locked shoulders. Internal, external. All right, think I'm good, man. Again, we just looking for that bounce and just trying to get those little extremities good and loose. So again, I'm not sure if you see this straight line right here, but this is going to be our base for our next segment of movements. Still warming up, still getting fluid. But now we're kind of slightly clocking in as a quarterback. Now we got the pig skin. Now we're going to really bring it all together. So if you're right-handed, I would suggest, it don't matter which side you start on, but because we're going to hit both sides. But again, regardless of which side you start with, remember what I just said previously, it's all about the preparation. No matter where you go, people should immediately pull up and know who the quarterback is. It's all about your preparation, man. Because your preparation is going to show when everybody is looking. What are you doing when nobody isn't looking? Jab, 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 jab. 1, 2, 3, hitch. That's all we got. Yep. We'll do 2 on each side. 2 on each side. Jab, 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 jab. 1, 2, 3, hitch. Okay. Now for the right side, for my right-handed quarterbacks, we'll do the same movement. When I get down on the tail end, I'm flipping my hips quickly, straight line, 3-step drop, nice and easy, setting the base. Nice and easy. It's a good hip rotational movement at the bottom end for this one, for a warm-up movement. So when you get to be in transition with the hips in your practice or your game, you'll be more fluid because you had a good preparation. You feel me? Hitch, pause. Yep, nice buzz. It's the swag, man. You gotta have the charisma. You gotta want it. You gotta want it, man. You gotta want it. Here we go. Let's go again like that. That'll feel good. Bop, 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 bop. Breaking the 3-step drop down. We're working on the first step first. That's the most important step out of the 3. It has to be the biggest, the most violent, has to be prominent. It controls the remaining 2, 3 of the 3-step drop. So the movement, the idea of this is you're emphasizing the one big and you're controlling it. Finesse. Example, big, 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 big. Pushing back. The goal is to get back as quickly as possible while staying on that line. uh, 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 uh. Get back with urgency and mechanics. Uh, 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 uh. One big and slide. Uh, 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 uh. One big and slide. That's all we doing. Working on that big step. Getting back as quickly as possible, but staying on that midline. That's important with this. We don't want to just be mindless and just dropping straight back and we're not understanding what we're doing. For protection and success, pay attention. For your protection, your livelihood, because if you're dropping back and you're weaving and you don't have eyes in the back of your head, if he's a dog, man, you don't want to get sent to the ER just because you don't have proper mechanics. So for longevity and safety and success, because if you're drifting, you're cutting a third of the field away. You're not able to see backside because you're drifting. So let's also be mindful of making sure you're dropping straight back in a straight line with that same big step. Straight back, straight line. Straight line, straight back. High energy, big step, finesse. Big step, finesse. Ooh, 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 ooh. Big step, finesse. We'll go one more, then we'll switch it. Oh, oh, oh. I like that one. Let's go one more. I'm a goddamn weed eater out here, boy. Weed eating lawnmower. That's how you know you working when you cutting the grass up. Let's go again. Oh, oh, oh. Whoop. And the more you work on your mechanics, the more you start to realize how much more control you have yourself and your body, and you're dealing with certain footballs and other shapes and balls. You'll start to realize that you're starting to grow spider senses. You're starting to do weird athletic crazy shit with the football. But you got to keep at it. Nothing comes overnight. Oh, 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 oh. All right, now let's go one big and freeze. One big and freeze. Oh. Oh. We want to immediately get in our chair. Big step. Now let's go one big and two small. Keeping on the imaginary line, but we got to stick that baby. 1, 2, 3, stick. 1, 2. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Also work on making sure you keep that ball as high as possible. If you're going to get some crazy athletic D lineman, that's on Michael Strahan time, and they get off the edge, and you veering, you're not dropping straight back, and you also don't understand to call somebody important. The second you get the ball from under the center, and you like this, not only is a blind shot, you're going to drop that bitch. High and tight. High and close, rather, for a quarterback. High and tight for an athlete and running back. High and close for a quarterback. We work on mechanics. So again, we're going 1, 2, 3, still. Straight line, proper mechanic. 1, 2, 3. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Now let's go 1, 2, 3, hitch. 1, 2, 3, hitch. Oh. Yep. and we just gonna speed up from there. But can't no one when I got it. Oh, that one felt good. So again, you're working on driving straight back with that first step being the biggest, with that quick agile control, 2 and 3 follow behind that. Now we're adding the hitch step. Now we're adding the hitch and we're buzzing our feet, all while keeping it on that midline, the straight line, because we want to remain safe, efficient, and successful. And the quickest way of doing that as a quarterback is having proper mechanics on that midline. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Straight back. Oh. And you may see some quarterbacks, like in the old Donovan McNabb days, Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was a real artist at it. When he's dropping back, he's allowing his violent arms method to be displayed within the football to help him with that drive force getting back. So, for example, if I'm going 3-step drop, it'll be like that. Now, if you are going to go that route, you got to work it. Because if you don't, you're just going to be all over the place. It has to be very tight and strategic. And it's repetition that allow you to get there. But you want to start with the base first, which is ball high and close. Not high and tight, high and close. And you drive it straight back with the lower extremities. Now, when you get comfortable and you master that, and you want to minimize your movement in the lower extremities, then you add the drive force with violent arms through the football. Oh, that was a close one. Straight back. Oh. Now let's go 5-step drop. We're going to baby into it, but now with the 5-step, it has to be 3 big and 2 small. 3 big and 2 small, but they have to be quick and agile. Three big, 2 small. Oh. Oh. Now let's go back to 3-step drop. We in the pocket. It's quick game, but we're avoiding that midline pressure while still keeping our eyes on this snap route that's coming. But we just had doing a slight avoidance just to find our guy. Just to find our guy. All right, here we go. We 5-step drop still. 3 big, 2 small. 3 big, 2 small. Ooh, 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 ooh. Also work on getting rid of false movements at the initial beginning. Most young quarterbacks, when they get it, they're forward or downward. Work on getting it straight back. Straight back. No hesitation, no false movement. The quicker you're able to get back to your drop steps, the quicker you can scan and read the field, go through your progression, get it to the end zone much quicker, take the top off the defense. Everybody goes home, we live to see another beautiful day. But it starts with you, man. It starts with your mechanics. You got to take yourself serious. You got to take yourself serious over and over and over and over and over. Now we'll go back to the 3-step drop. Now we're going 1, 2, 3, play side open. 1, 2, 3, play side open. 1, 2, 3, play side open. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, play side open. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Oh, 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 oh. Here we go. Back to the 3-step drop. Quick game, quick release. 1, 2, 3, open, play side. It's not 1, 2, 3, additional step and then open. You're opening on the 3rd step while pivoting towards play side. Reading as you're dropping. Already knowing where you're going with the ball. Confidence. Oh, 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 oh. Standing tall to deliver tall. High elbows. Big chest. Big steps. Everything on toes. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Yep. Tight, compact. Compact and tight. Quick, 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 quick. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Again, 3-step drop, play side, quick game, red zone. I'm thinking maybe flats, slants, quick outs. But we got to have the mechanics. We can have the personnel, but if you can't quickly get to where you need to be as a quarterback mechanically, then y'all not going to be successful, man. Again, preparation. You got to take it serious if you want to be successful. Oh, oh, oh. 1, 2, 3, play side. Stand tall to deliver tall. Big chest, big chest. Oh, oh, oh. Now I know the game has changed and evolved. You got the Cam Wards, side arming. But a lot of that comes from highly experienced and playing baseball and football for the entire of your young existence. So most guys can get away with it. Not a lot of them. So if you want to mechanically last for 4 quarters and then some, get acquainted with throwing the proper way first, which is over the top. Everything behind that is finesse and personal preferences. It got to be over the top, man. Got to be over the top. Oh, oh, oh. Got to be over the top. And then you can build from there, but you got to have a proper base. Oh, oh, oh. Proper base, proper base. Oh, oh, oh. Big step, big step. 1 big, 2 small, quick. Hips, hips. Gotta have fluidity in the hips. Oh, oh. 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 1 big, 2 small. Oh, 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 oh. We'll go 1 more, then we'll go 1, 2. This is my favorite. 1 big, 2 small, open backside. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, open backside without spinning on that back foot. Especially if you're in original grass, you got to be safe. You don't want to tear that knee up or your ligaments. So you got to put your feet down and pick them right back up with this one. And you also got to know where you're going with the ball. Know where you're going with the ball. Oh, oh, oh. Know where you're going with the ball. Stand tall to deliver tall. 1 big, 2 small. We throwing backside. Again, seam, slants. Quick game, red zone. Middle of the field, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. These are mechanics that's highly required. Oh, 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 oh. Whoop. Yeah. 1 big, 2 small, open backside. Oh, oh, oh. We need bigger steps though. Bigger steps. Oh, oh, oh. See how controlled I am? Straight back, straight line. That shit feel fucking good, cuz. Oh, oh. Quick, quick, quick. In and out. Like you're making a baby. Ooh. In and out, like you're making a baby, man. Quick, quick, quick. Oh. I ain't gonna lie, bullshitted on that one. My knee kind of hurting a little bit, but that's a fucking excuse, King. What are we talking about? One big, two small, open backside, showing flats, but hoping that slant will pop open on the backside, right in that little hole. It's either gonna be quick and pass the linebacker, or it's gonna be meet him and over the back of head. But it gotta be a dot though. Backside. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, now let's stay backside. Let's go one big, two small. One big, two small. Open. It's not there. Reset. Regather. Oh, 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 oh. So the method behind this one big, two small, open backside. We want to hit the flats, but we see the slant the last minute, but we got beeline pressure. So we're being mindful, avoiding that beeline pressure, but we still see that slant coming right back down the pipe. Pop, candy from a baby. But you got to be mindful of that middle traffic though. It may be a straight line dot, or you may have to float it because of the traffic. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. All right, let's hit it now. Let's hit it. Oh, oh, oh. Ah! Oh, 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 oh. Like that one. That one felt fucking great. That one felt great. All right, here we go again. 3-step drop, one big, two small, backside. We want to go flat, but it's not there because of beeline pressure. The second we avoid that, we notice the backside. We notice that backside slant is open on the back end. We're immediately attacking that pike again, and we delivering them a good hot shot. Oh, 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 oh. Here we go. We're still working. One big, two small, open backside. Now we're gonna throw it this time. We're gonna throw it. We're gonna hit the flats. We're gonna hit the flats. Oh, oh, oh. Woo. One big, two small, letting that baby fly. Big steps off landing. Oh, 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 oh. Here we go. 3-step drop backside, we're releasing. One big, two small, open, release. Backside. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Again. Oh, oh, oh.